Well, hello guys. Welcome to Tabletop Baseball. We've got game 22 of the Sandy Koufax replay. As we continue on with that, he's got 41 starts back in 1941. We're on game 22, or start 22, if you will. And they're playing the New York Mets at New York. Now, last time these two teams played, it was a heck of a game for Cleon Jones. Let me pull the score sheet. I should have done that. And I thought about doing it, and I didn't do it, but I'm going to look it up. Cleon Jones. Where was that? He was 4 for 4, 3 home runs, and 5 RBIs. No, 7 RBIs. Yeah, he had 7 RBIs. 4 for 4, 3 home runs. Oh, throwing a stolen base also. So a big day for Cleon Jones in that first meeting. So I guess they caught wind of that. They moved him down to the 3rd spot for today's game. I'm just kidding. I'm not sure how he did in real life in that first meeting. But he is the number 3 hitter today for the Mets. Let's see who else they have in there that's something different. It's going to be in right field. It'll be Larry Elliott. I think he's a change from that first game. And I think that might be it. Brian Shaw. Or Bob Shaw. Brian Shaw. He's a basketball player, if I'm not mistaken. But it's going to be Bob Shaw on the mound for the Mets. The Dodgers, going back to their conventional lineup, they got Ron Fairley in right field starting. That's one of the only other changes. But other than that, it's pretty typical lineup. This is what actually happened in the game. Dodgers won it 4-2. Another complete game for Sandy Koufax, 9 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts, 1 home run. That was to give you just a second to maybe take a guess who hit the home run. Eddie Bersu. Eddie Bersu hit the home run. He's playing first base. He plays all over. He plays every position in the infield, but he's going to play first, which is probably arguably, I think shortstop's his worst position. But he's going to be playing first today, and I think we're ready to go. Let's get it started here. Maury Wills versus the right-hander, Bob Shaw. And it's a 4-4. Maury's going to be batting left, shortstop X. Right off the get-go, McMillan with a 320. And that's a 6 on a 3. It's a G3. And then a 7 on a 20. He will make the play. So it's a ground out to McMillan. 1 out. Here's Wes Parker. Back in the 2-hole spot. A 2-8 versus a righty. He's going to fly it out to center. So 2 away. Here's Willie Davis. He's a left-hander. 5'11". And face ballpark check singles. 5'11". It's going to be a 1-3. And it's a 20. So it will line it out. Hits it hard, but right at Mr. Ron Hunt, the second baseman. That does it for the Dodgers in the top of the first. Here's Ron Hunt, a 2-11 versus a lefty. Pops it up to the shortstop, Maury Wills. Eddie Bersu, a 2-7. Found that walk, 2-7. Eddie Pursue. 1 out walk. Not much of a stealer. Only got 1 chance to get a good lead. That's a 6. So he's not even going to try for a good lead. He's not going to be held on either. So Cleon Jones. Don't take the bat out of Cleon's hands. It's a 4-6. Righty. Third base, hey, that's a double play. 5-4-3. So that retires the side. A double play ball. Koufax's best friend, Ron Fairley. 210 or 310 versus a righty. Another singles check. 1-3. It's a 19. He'll line it out to second. Lou Johnson, 4-6 or 3-6. Good grief, 3-6 versus the right-handers, a strikeout. Now the catcher, Roseboro. Stream's cutting in and out, huh? 3-9, hold on. 3-9's ground ball back to Bob Shaw. And that retires the side. Yeah, it looks kind of fuzzy here, too. I don't know if I can do anything about it right this minute. Hopefully it'll just clear up. Nothing going for the Dodgers. Bottom of 2. Sorry about that, Larry Harris. Hopefully it'll clear up. It's Ken Boyer, 5'9", right-hander, struck him out. Ron Swoboda, 3-3 versus a lefty, fouls out to the catcher. Here's Jerry Garodi, 3-7 and a walk. It's a 2-out walk. Here's Roy McMillan, 5'4", right-hander, 5'4", catcher X. And catcher's Roseboro, a 1-4. 1-4, 11. On a 1's a PO. And then a 9 on a 4. So he'll pop it out to the catcher. That's all for the Mets. Bottom of the second. Top of 3, 0-0. Jim Lefevre, a 5'8", batting left, struck him out. You know, playing for the Dodgers, having Koufax go out there on the mound every, third or fourth day, it's got to be a good feeling. You go up there, you know, man, if we can just get, 2 runs, we should be good. A 4-2, he's a righty, flies out to left. Now Koufax, 3-8, and he will go down on strikes. So a scoreless third, scoreless game. Bottom of 3, Larry Elliott, and it's a 4-6 versus a lefty-lefty matchup. 4-6, fly it out to left. So that brings up Shaw, the pitcher, and I did not grab his card. He's a 4. Weak right-hander. 1-5. 1-5 is a single. 1-5 single for Bob Shaw. And that's the first hit for the Mets. It comes off the pitcher. Ron Hunt now. 5'8", right-hander, 5'8", second base X. So it's a tough play for Lefevre. He's a 317. I didn't roll the D20. 15 on a 3 is a G1. And then a 13 on a 17. He will make the play. G1, no error, runner on first. DP 43, batter's out on first. Batter's out, runner out. On first is out, double play. So it is a double play. It's a 4-6-3. Second double play turned by the Dodgers. Top of the fourth, Maury Wills. Leadoff hitter, 2-8 versus a right-hander. He'll ground it out to first. Dodgers still looking for their first hit. Here's Wes Parker, 210. Righty, flies out to left. Bob Shaw pitching a heck of a game. Willie Davis, 3-9 versus a right-hander, flies out to right. So the Dodgers go 3 up, 3 down. Both pitchers kind of cruising along here. A lazy Sunday afternoon. Eddie Brasseau hit the home run in real life. 1-8 versus a lefty, and that's going to be a hit. It's a 15, so it'll be a single. And Brasseau has reached base both times. A single, now a walk, and now a single. Brings up Cleon, Neon Cleon Jones. Brasseau, you know, he's an E-stealer. Typically, I don't think you hold an E-stealer on. Cleon Jones is going to bunt. It's going to make him a C bunter. And we have a 7 on a C. I think that's a good sack bunt, isn't it? Good sack bunt all the way across unless you're an E bunter. So Cleon, who hit 3 home runs in their first meeting, sacrifice bunt. He's hit double play and now sack bunt. Brings up Boyer with Brasseau in scoring position. 4-7 righty, fly over ball to right field B. So Brasseau's going to tag up. He's a 1-11 right fielder. Fairley's a 0. So it's a 1-13 because you add 2 to being hit to right field. And it's an 11. He moves up. Tags up, moves to third, 2 down. And here's Ron Swoboda. 6'10", he's a right-hander, 6'10". Center field X, center fielder, Willie Davis, 212. He's a 212. What's it going to be? Willie, come on, get there, make the catch. An 18. It's an F3. And then a 17 on a 12 center field. And he makes the play. Willie gets there just in the nick of time, makes the catch. Top of the 5th, still no score, and I would normally not say it, but I'm going to say it. Bob Shaw with a no-hitter through 4 innings. 4-9, lefty. Works every time. 4-9 versus a lefty. Single to right field for Ron Fairley. And there goes the no-hitter. Lou Johnson. They're not going to hold Fairley on. He's a D, but he's only got 3 stolen bases. He was caught twice. They'll play back. I think we will have Lou Johnson bunt. It's going to make him a C, so they're not holding him on. 10. C and a 10. What's that? Let's pop it up. Good grief. Have to be an A bunter. C and a 10's a pop. Lou Johnson pops it up to what? 4? First base. So 1 out. Here's Roseboro. 3-5 versus a righty. Ground ball to second C. That'll move fairly up. Second base, 2 down. And it's a 2-2. 2-2 for Lefevre. Pops it up, though. Pops it out to second. And that retires the side. The first base runner of the game for the Dodgers. And he is stranded at second base. And now Jerry Grody for the Mets. 3-9 lefty. Walked him. Jerry Grody has walked both times. Now here's McMillan. Grody's not going to steal. Four stolen bases, caught 3 times. I mean, realistically, a guy like that, there's no way he's going to steal. There's probably no way he's going to get a good lead against a left-handed pitcher. McMillan, even though Koufax is a +1, it does still. The guy only stole 3 times. 4 times. McMillan, see, now if you bunt here, then you got the 8-hole, and then the pitcher. And you've sacrificed an out. Let's try a little hit and run. Let's try hit and run. He's a C hit and run. First of all, it's got to be off the batter's card. It's not. 5-4. Righty. Catcher X. And let's see. Catcher. Flip this back around. Catcher X. Roseboro, he's a 1. Very good range. 1 and a 4. Thank goodness. A 1 and a 3 is a G3. That's on pitcher. It's a WG. And then a 10 or 14 on a 4. So it's a WG. No error. Runners on base. Pitcher uncorks a wild pitch. All runners advance 1 base. Play resumes. Same batter at the plate. With no runners on base. Well, there is a runner on base, so it's a wild pitch. It's a wild pitch by Koufax. So McMillan still at the plate. Grody at second now. He's just going to hit away as he was last time. But another possible wild pitch. 1-4. No wild pitch. We're going to roll again. Third time's a charm for Roy. 4-5. Righty struck him out. Big strikeout for Koufax. Brings up the number 8 hole. Larry Elliott. And it's a 5-2. He's a lefty. Ground ball to first base, A. That'll move Grody up. Correct. First base, A. 2. Hold on. I'll runner second 6. If it's hit the first or second, batter's out. Runner advance. Yep. So that brings up Bob Shaw with 2 down. Grody now at third. He is 1 for 1. If he can get another hit, it's going to drive in a run. 1-7. It's going to be a strikeout, though. 1-7. Koufax gets him. 2 Ks in the inning. They leave a man stranded at third. 6th inning. Still no score. Both teams struggling to get base runners, especially the Dodgers. They've had 1. There's John Kennedy, 6'5", right-hander. And there's another base runner. You start talking about it, things happen. Koufax is going to lay down a bunt. He's going to be an E-bunter. So an E-bunter, we need something like a 3, 4, 5. It's an 8. It's going to be a 1 and 2. He's going to try it again. A 9. Strikes out. Yep, we tried it with 2 strikes, but I think his odds of still laying down a bunt are probably better than getting a hit. So Kennedy still at first. Here's Maury Wills. What kind of a stealer is he? 0. 0, the hero, stealer. Maury Wills. He could hit and run. He's a B hit and run. Let's do it. Oh, it's off the pitcher's card. 4-8. And he's going to be batting left. Ground ball to first base. C. Or B. Does that change it? Super advanced pitching results. First base B. Does not. Have to be a first base C. That would make it a strikeout. But if it's a ground ball to first base B. So it is a fielder's choice. Three, 6. Maury Wills beats the return throw. First base B, right? So 2 down. Wes Parker with Maury Wills. Maury Wills is going to steal. What are we thinking here? Try to get a lead. An 11, and he's thrown out automatically. After the slash, Maury Wills is gunned down. And that's going to be a 2-6. So Wes Parker will lead off. Wow, scratch that. My network is weak. I know, something's wrong. Sandy's doing all right, but Bob Shaw is doing just as good. Ken Castro. Bob Shaw had a no-hitter through 4. And then I mentioned it, and the next batter up got a single. And that's why I mentioned it, because I wanted him to get a hit. 6-8 for Ron Hunt. Struck him out. This is a 0-0 ball game. Eddie Brasseau. It's a 2-7 versus a lefty, and Brasseau's going to walk for the second time today. 1 out. Here's Cleon Jones, the man who just destroyed Koufax in their last meeting. I'm going to let him hit away. 6-9, righty, and he draws a walk. So Koufax being extra careful with Cleon Jones. It's first and second 1 outers. Ken Boyer. It's a 1. That was a 6, I believe. It's a 1-10 versus a lefty. Uh-oh. Home run checks 1-14. 1-14 on the home run check. 110. And it's a 2, so Ken Boyer. Wow, those walks come back to haunt Koufax. Ouch. Ken Boyer just hits a 3-run shot. It's 3-0 Mets. Man. Hate that. Bases clear, one out. Ron Swoboda. And it's a 1-8 versus a lefty, and he strikes him out. It's 2 down, bases clear. Jerry Grody. It's 2-5, struck him out. So 3 strikeouts in the inning. That's the good news. The bad news is Ken Boyer hits a 3-run home run. Now the Dodgers, who have not gotten anything going whatsoever, have a 3-run deficit. Bob Shaw's a 7-inning guy. This is his point of weakness. But the way things are going doesn't matter. 112. And Wes Parker's going to get hit by pitch. So trying to get something going there. He sticks his elbow out there and gets hit. Willie Davis. Wes Parker, 7 stolen bases. I think we're just going to hit away. Willie Davis, 310. Got the 3 column. Single, 2 stars. 310. Good call by the manager. So first and third, nobody out. Here's Ron Fairley. Bullpen going for the Mets. Ron Gardner, the bullpen. 4-10. Lefty. Fly ball left field B. Runners have to hold. So 1 out. Here's Lou Johnson. It's 4-9. Right-hander. And there's a single to center. That will score Parker. And Willie Davis. What's he look like? He's a 1-17. So RBI there. 1-17 center fielder. As Willie Davis was on first, he was being held on. It was first and third. So let's see. Center fielder is Jones, a -1, so that's a 16. 15. So it's a 1-15. He's gonna try to come around, and they're gonna try to throw him out. It's 1-15. He makes it. No, he was on. Hold on just a second. He was on first. It was a single to center field. He's going to third, not home. He wasn't trying to score. He was trying to get to third on the single to center, and he does. Now, I would not think that he would advance, that Johnson would make it to second on a throw to third. I just don't see that. And they might have, I don't know. I'm going to leave it at first and third. Roseboro, let's see, Lou Johnson, D. Steeler. No, I'm not going to try it because a 7 or a 10, he's automatically out. First and third with 1 out. That's going to do it for Bob Shaw. They're going to have to go to the bullpen. Ron Gardner. He came in the actual game, so I will bring him in here, especially with a lefty coming up. First and third. One out. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. It's a 5-8. Second base X. Second baseman Hunt is a 328. .328, 3-17. That's going to be good for them. That's a G1. And then a 12 on a 28. No error. We have runners at first and third. And it's a G1. No error. Runners on first and third. DP 43. It's a double play. 4-6-3, unfortunately. That is a double play ball. The Dodgers do pick up one. 3-1, New York. Bottom of the seventh. Koufax has only given up 2 hits. 3 hits. But he walked 2 and then gave up a home run to Boyer. That was the killer. Now the Dodgers offense has to come alive. A 3-6. McMillan will pop it out. Pop out to short. There's Larry Elliott. 2-4. Versus the lefty. He'll ground out to first. It's going to bring up the pitcher spot. Rob Gardner. And he will be lifted for Bill Murray. I'm just kidding. Billy Murphy. Let's see. Versus lefties. Possibility. There's Hawk Taylor. Not as much. Dick Stewart. Bud Harrelson. Let's go. Let's probably go with Bud. He's a switchy. Let's see. I think lefties are pretty much out of the question. We're going Bud Harrelson. Bud Harrelson. 2 down. Bases clear. He's got a nice 3 column. But he gets the 1 column. It's a 1-9, and that is a strikeout. Versus the big left-hander, Sandy Koufax. So we'll go to the 8th inning. The Mets will go to the bullpen. And Darryl Sutherland will come in. Came in the actual game also. Let's see, Gardner only faced 1 batter. It was a double play ball. Here's Lefevre. Switch hitter. 2-3 versus a right-hander. Ballpark check singles. 1-3. So no such luck for Lefevre. He'll line it out to second base. Brings up John Kennedy. 5'10", he's a right-hander. Ballpark check singles. Why am I thinking that was not a ballpark check single? .510 is a ballpark check single. 1-3 again. It's not going to happen. He's going to line it out to short. So 2 line drives. And that's going to bring up Koufax. He's going to come out. And who will they go with? How about Barbieri? 1 second, real quick. Let me look back here. Yeah, okay. Barbieri will come in to pinch hit with 2 outs, bases clear. 6'5" right hand or left hander, 6'5". He'll fly it out to center. So that'll end the inning. Maury Wills will lead off the 9th. And they'll have to go to the bullpen. It's a sad day. Got to go to the bullpen. Let's see, they have right-hander, right-hander, right-hander. All righties coming up. Let's see, Regan. He's kind of their closer. He's a lefty, lefty. Definitely not Drysdale or Don Sutton. That's why I have these guys in the back. Yeah, let's go with Bob Miller. So Bob Miller coming on the right-hander. Ron Hunt, top of the order. Bottom of the 8th inning. 5-8. 5-8. He'll ground it out to third. 1 away. Here's Eddie Brasseau. And Eddie Brasseau is 1 for 1. 2 walks and a single. 210 for Brasseau versus a right-hander now. 210. Singles check. 1-3. It's a 13. So he falls victim to the singles check. Here's Cleon Jones. He is 0 for 1. Walk and a sacrifice. 6-7. Righty-righty matchup, and he's going to walk again. 2-out walk. Here's Ken Boyer. Had the big 3-run shot. Cleon. Let's see. He's going to try to get a lead first. 2-7. It's a 9, so no such. So Ken Boyer, 2 outs. And a 6-12. Right-hander, first base X. That's Parker, a 113. 113 and a 1 and a 1 is a G3. And then an 8 on a 13. It's a good play. He'll gobble it up, step on the bag, that's it. Retires the side. So we'll go to the 9th inning. Dodgers down 3-1. So my math tells me they need 2 runs to tie. Let's see, who's their closer? It's not Tug. It might be Jack Hamilton. Most likely. 13 saves. I think we'll go with Jack Hamilton. That's the guy they think can shut people down. Back in 1966, and I can't pick the cards up. Big right-hander, Jack Hamilton. Facing Maury Wills. Let me write him in here first. Hamilton. And pitcher marker. We're ready to go. Maury Wills, I don't need that. He is a switch hitter. Batting left. It's a 4-6. And Jack walks the leadoff man. Maury Wills, now does he try to steal? He's going to get +3 hold for Jack Hamilton. Stay away from that 11. By golly, that was close. It's a 10. So he does get the good lead. And it's a +3. So it's a +1. Because, well, actually, it is a total of nothing. Because +3. -2 for being held on. That makes it a +1. And then Grody's -1. So it's a 0. So 1 to 15 for Maury Wills. And it's a 2, so possible throwing error on the catcher. And Grody's throwing is a 1 to 12. So Wills might end up at third base here. He doesn't. It's no throwing error, but a stolen base for Maury Wills. And he is on second with Wes Parker, the batter. So 6-4, batting left, third base X. Third baseman, Boyer, 226. And that is a 6 on a 2. And that's a G2. Symbol followed by a pound sign, then in the following 2 situate infielders and no. Infielder is responsible for holding a runner on. Boyer, third base, he is not. It's a 226. So a 6 on a 2 is a G2. And then a 14 on a 26 on third base. So a G2, no error. Runner on second. Runner on second is right. Runner holds. Just like common sense. Unless you're playing college baseball, then the guy tries to go. 1 out. Willie Davis. 1-8 versus a right-hander. Ground ball to first base B. Should move the runner up. Ground ball B, first base, 4. Batter safe. Hold on. First base B. Batter safe, runner at first, outgoing is other runners advance 1 base. Base is occupied, second base, 6. I'm looking at the wrong one, my bad. If it's the first or second, batter's out, runners advance 1 base. It is hit to first, so it's a U3. I'm just trying to be, I knew that's what it was, but I just want to double check. I want to make sure. I don't trust myself all the time. So Ron Fairley, the tying run, he's got a home run chance there, 2-4, 210. Got to get that 2 column. He's got normal power versus right-handers. Jack Hamilton, 4-9 would be good. 4-12, so there's some chances to tie it up. So Ron Fairley. But he got the 6 column, a 6-3. He's a lefty. Pitcher X. Hamilton's a 319. .319, so it's come down to this. Can Jack make the play? Can he get to it? 11 on a 3. It's a G3. And then an 8 on a 19. And there's no error. So Jack will pick it up and go to first. And that's the ball game. The Dodgers just could not get the offense going. Credit goes to the Mets pitching. 4 pitchers. Bob Shaw did a very fine job. My printer, I did not have it set correctly. It kind of chopped some of this stuff off. But they win it 3-1, the Mets. And let's see here. Koufax with 1, 2, I think just the 3 hits. 3-hitter. He goes 8. And Miller goes 1. He gives up 3 hits. He gives up 3 runs, all 3 earned, and a home run. Now in the actual game, Brasseau hit the home run. And if you joined late, the Dodgers actually won the real game 4-2. There's his line, 9 innings. Again, naturally, 9 innings. 8 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts, 1 home run to Brasseau. In the replay, it's Ken Boyer. After 2 walks. So, man, it was just a perfect storm right here. The perfect storm. How many walks did he end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 walks, so uncharacteristic. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Ks. So his walk total was up. His strikeouts were down a little bit. And Dodgers no offense. That equals a loss. 13-6. In actuality, I'm thinking he was still would have made him 16-4. If I remember right, I should have wrote that down and I didn't. Let me get that real quick. Sandy Koufax. After this game, where are we at? Because he won it in real life. Yeah, he's 16-4. 16-4 after this game. So 16-4, 13-6. Not far off, but hopefully he can go on a winning streak here. He had won 2 in a row, I think, after losing 2 in a row, if I remember correctly. Oh, you've already got the ERA figured out, Charlie? Koufax went 7, not 8. Did he? Yeah, he did. You're correct. Because they did not pitch the 9th inning. Correct, Amundo. That makes a difference. 7 innings. 9th inning was X'd out. They did not pitch it. So, yeah, 7 innings. But still a loss. Gave up the 3-run shot to Boyer. The perfect storm, like I said. It was right after 2 walks. Oh, those bases on balls. So Charlie says he's got a 2.21 ERA. And that's probably about right. That's pretty good. I'm not sure what his actual was. We'll look at all that stuff at the end. I'll have a comparison and everything. I'll do like I did with Verlander replay comparison. All right, guys. Appreciate everybody watching this Sandy Koufax replay. It's game 22 and in the books. Hope you have a rest of your Sundays good. And if I don't see you tonight, hope you have a good week. I will see you probably Monday evening at some point. Until next time, you guys take care and God bless.